back to That Metal Show from Los Angeles, California. We'd now like to bring out tonight's first guest. He is the original guitarist from one of the greatest rock bands ever, as well as a good friend of mine. Please welcome back to That Metal Show, Ace Frehley.
Come on, buddy. So much to hug. Yeah, I love this guy. How's everybody?
Ace, do you remember going to Eddie's wedding?
Very little.
So you got a great story about it. You got to tell it right off the top. Right off the top. Go into it.
You don't remember this too much, do you?
I was probably loaded at the time.
Yeah, you were. I invite Ace. He was nice enough to say he wanted to come to the wedding. 9 years ago now, I got married. And Ace wanted to make sure that he was entering the room inconspicuously. He wanted to blend in with everybody.
He wanted to be low-key.
He wanted to be low-key.
Low-key.
Yeah. He didn't want to come in, make a scene. He didn't, want anybody to recognize him, the guy from Kiss, and get all... But I tell Ace, I said, get there before the cocktail hour, about a half hour before. You're in, you're settled, you're locked in, whatever. And, you'll blend in. It'll be all good. Cocktail hour blows by. No Ace. The whole night, no Ace. All of a sudden, we get to the point where the main, please welcome for the first time, husband and wife, first dance, the whole thing's ready to go. Ace's plates are still empty. Everyone's focused on me on the dance floor, huddled around.
With your wife.
With my wife. Please welcome Mr. and Mrs. Trunk, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, you hear rattling and the door locked and whatever, and the door opens. He pushes through the door because the thing was closed, and he pops in wearing a black and white pinstripe suit, holding a video camera going, you got married. You never saw 200 people turn all their attention towards the guy coming in. I wouldn't have had it any other way.
I got to find that tape because I have no idea where it is. That must be
the guy does one crazy thing after a few cocktails and he can never live it down.
He's done zillions, and I can't wait to read about at least the ones you remember in your book.
Yeah.
You didn't ask me about my outfit. I usually come out here with the leather boots and the leather pants.
I like this look.
Well, I'm an author now. I'm an author. Yeah. I got the Versace, but, I still got, I got to have that. I just got back from the Bahamas, and life's good.
Yeah, man.
Tell us about this book. I can't wait to read it.
Well, you like the title, No Regrets?
Nice.
Nice.
What inspired you to write a book now at this point in your life?
Well, everybody's been after me for a long time to write a book. I mean, how many books has Gene written? So, I got a couple of years of sobriety under my belt, and things start coming back, and I figured it was eventually time to start, letting everybody else in on it,
Yeah.
Somebody told me just off stage before we came out here, something about Gene the lifeguard or something, too, you mentioned?
Yeah, well, I talk about Gene. I didn't know Gene was a lifeguard, but, I actually drowned one day at a Holiday Inn. I'm serious.
Was it after Eddie's wedding? Because that's where you got married.
No, this was before. This was in the 70s, and I actually drowned. Everybody else was up. I was up, obviously. But everybody else was loaded, and I went under. I'm thinking about that Bugs Bunny cartoon where, he puts up one finger, and he goes down. And he puts up two fingers, and he goes down. And I'm laughing hysterically. Next thing you know, I'm drowning because And, Gene pulls me out of the pool and pumps the water out of me, and only later did I find out he was a certified lifeguard, when he used to, go to college and stuff.
Wow.
Who knew that?
I know.
That's it.
Mouth to mouth from
Did he
Gene
charge
Simmons?
you for saving your life?
That's a good question. I like that.
Okay. I said it, not Ace.
I didn't check the receipts that weekend.